So I am about to make my fat drink. It's like a belly buster type of drink that I got off of YouTube. And it tastes pretty good. So I'm just gonna go for it. And what I'm using is 1.5, and the measurements are completely off. They're my own measurements, so it's my own thing. If you don't trust yourself enough to do what tastes right for you or it's good for you, then I don't know what to tell you. But the ingredients are all here. It's just the measurements. And I know sometimes that can make a big difference, but it's my thing and I'm going to do it how I want to do it. So I'm using 1.5 cucumbers, a decent amount of ginger. So that's 1 large piece and 2 small, and I peeled them already. I mean, they don't peel theirs, they don't peel their cucumbers, but I do, and there may be nutrients that are a requirement in the cucumber skin. I don't know. It is what it is. And then I'm going to be using 2 pineapples. I've already washed them and I've already cut the top and the bottom off. So I'm using 2. What I'm going to do is slice the skin and I'm going to put it in here and boil the skin, because then I'm going to add that to the water. And I know that the skin of the pineapple is important. That's imperative. So we're definitely going to do that portion. And actually, I should have done that first so that it's already going. But since I didn't, let me go ahead and just slice the cucumbers. And I'm just putting them in big chunks because it's cucumber. Cucumbers are like water. So it won't take much at all to juice these. And I am not using a juicer. I'm using my Vitamix blender because why not? The Vitamix is amazing. The only difference that I would say from the Vitamix, well, not the only difference, but the difference for me in using the Vitamix and not a juicer is the straining. I find that I have to strain. So that's the difference for me. So I have the cucumbers in, I have the ginger in, and then I'm going to take the lime or the juice of 2 lemons and I'm going to juice those in here. And I'll pour that in once everything's blended and together. Then I'll pour the lemon juice. I'll pour the lemon juice in with the final mix and then store it. I'll jar it, store it, however. And then you'll drink on an empty stomach however much you choose, because I don't remember that either. Y'all, this is horrible, but it's gonna work for me. But you drink it on an empty stomach in the morning and then you drink some at night as well. That part I do remember. So let's cut. Let me just do one at a time. I'll get better at this. And I should have used a different knife because although I attempted to sharpen this, it's still not the sharpest. Oh, I should have just had my husband sharpen it because he does an amazing job at that. And then I'll be wondering, is it too darn sharp? He done cut my hand, cut my finger off or something. I think you're more apt to cut a finger when it's dull because you're forcing it. You're fighting with it. And so that's one. And then from here, you'll just add the actual pineapple directly in there. So I may not need both pineapples. And if I don't use both pineapples, which it doesn't look like I'm going to need both, I'm probably going to use the other pineapple for my ginger shots. Because I plan on making... Nah, I don't want pineapple in those. Because I plan on making turmeric, carrot, and ginger shots. You know what? I don't want to use this either. The core. I don't want to use the core. The sound of it turned me off completely. And my hands are washed. Just in case you're wondering. And when I made my ginger shots, I actually blended it just like this. No additional liquid whatsoever. But because it said use the liquid from the pineapple rinds, that's what I'm going to do. Y'all use all the paper towel in the kitchen whenever you're cooking or doing something. Or is that just me? So we are going to add this to the boil. And I have 4 bottles of water, but I'm going to add it until it completely covers. So it looks like I only need 2 bottles because it's almost all covered now. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll go ahead and get that covered. The fire is already on high. So that's 2 bottles of water. And I'm going to allow that to boil. And then once it's done, we'll come back. Once it's done, because it has to boil and cool. And then I'll add it to this and I'll blend. And then once it's blended, I'll add the lemons because I'm going to juice the lemons now. So for now, we'll just put the top on. And I may even set it in the refrigerator just so it's not sitting out. So we'll be right back. Okay, y'all. So I am going to make my turmeric, ginger, carrot, and pineapple shot. I know that's a lot. But I wanted to make just a turmeric shot. And then I said, well, I still have ginger. So I'm going to add ginger. And you need the black pepper to activate the turmeric. Even though I've never put in ground black pepper, generally I'll have the turmeric root and the whole black pepper and I'll boil it and do it that way. I don't have that. I just have this much turmeric left, which is not much at all. So realistically, this is probably going to be considered a ginger shot. And I have these 3 big large carrots and then 4 cloves of ginger. So it's probably going to end up being, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. So I'm using pineapple chunks from that second pineapple as sweetener. The carrots will probably sweeten it, but I don't know how much. So I'm just going to use the pineapple chunks and then the carrot chunks. And I probably should have cut these in smaller because I know that the Vitamix does well with the ginger and it's a root, so it's hard as well. But I've never tried it with carrots. And I may not use all 3. I think I'm only going to use 2 because that's a lot. The other one I can give to my dog as a treat. So so appreciate it. Especially since I've never done this combination before. I don't want to ruin and waste everything. Just in case it doesn't come out. See, you don't need that much black pepper. So hopefully that's not too much. I'm going to attempt to blend it like this and hope that the pineapple is enough. But if we need more, then I'll add some water. So we'll have the water just in case. Let's put the top. The Vitamix is super loud, so. And we have it turned up.